This episode of Comedy Bang Bang is brought to you by Hotel Tonight. Let's talk about Hotel Tonight. By showing you top-rated hotels with unsold rooms, Hotel Tonight makes it easy to book your stay at an amazing rate. And even though their name is Hotel Tonight, you can book in advance. Perfect for spontaneous weekend getaways, 3-day weekends, staycations, road trips, business trips, booking a place with a pool, and more. So, to start scoring amazing deals at incredible hotels, go to hoteltonight.com or download the app now.
Comedy bang bang, 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 comedy bang bang.
She'll be coming around the mountain driving 6 white horses when she comes, if you're into that kind of thing. Welcome to Comedy Bang Bang. Whoa, Ryan, that was the biggest mistake you have ever made on this show. What was that, if I may? Don't get on mic. Welcome to the show. Thanks to Colfax McLiverneck for that catchphrase submission, and thanks to whatever band that was and whatever iTunes faux pas that Ryan engaged in. A lot of shenanigans going on here to the left of me with our engineer. But welcome to the show. My name's Scott Aukerman, and welcome to Comedy Bang Bang for another edition. And we have an incredible show. We have, coming up a little later, we have Royal Watcher Byron Deniston. Our old friend will be back, and so much going on in the news with the Royals, and we'll probably talk about Meghan Markle, I would imagine, and all sorts of things. And we also have musician Celine Dion will be here, a musician of note. But coming up first here, and to my immediate right, I would say at my 2 or 3, probably at my 2:30, is an old friend of the show. He's been on, I believe, his first episode was episode 14 back in 2009 would be what it is. And a mere 550 episodes later, here he is again. He is the star of such films as
who cares? Just
who cares?
Get on with it.
Baskets is a thing.
Yeah.
Please welcome Scott Galifianakis. Hello.
Hi, Scott.
How are you?
Sure are peppy when there's mics in front of you.
Not really like our personal conversations.
No.
Got to bring the energy to the show.
It's like when I talk to you regularly, it's like there's like an OD of melatonin or something.
Wait. So I'm boring when you talk to me? Do you want me to talk like this? Normally?
I would rather you be like this.
Really?
So
okay. No problem. No problem. Will do.
But I will be a little bit wilted today.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm half asleep as it is.
Now, a lot of this would be corrected if you just talked into the mic. See, now it's okay that you're tired, but if you just literally put the mic next to your mouth, then
that?
Much better. You sound so much
Ryan,
more lively and
how
awake.
are the levels?
Ryan, do you have anything you want to play? Any sort of music that you want to hit us with? Zach, welcome to the show.
I think that Ryan, that mistake that he made, I think that you were a little harsh on him, and I think in these sensitive times, I think that was misplaced rage on your part.
You think I just Me Too'd him?
I don't know what you want to call it or how you want to tweet it, but...
Yeah, I do want to tweet about this. Hey, Ryan, do you mind if I tweet about this? No, Ryan doesn't mind if I tweet about this. So
I'm on Ryan's side on this one.
You are? Okay, great. Well, we'll see, how's it feel to be on the wrong side of history?
Just the usual.
Zach, it's so good to see you. Of course, Baskets is in its 3rd season, currently airing. No, what is going on with Baskets? You have season 4 coming up? Down the line somewhere?
I think I think we're getting ready to start. The writers, will be writing it soon.
How does that mean they're getting ready to start?
There's training.
They're communicating with their family?
They're sharpening their pencils. We send them to a place, so they have to go write.
The pencils.
We send the pencils to a place to get sharpened.
Yeah, and the writers have to go to them.
Yeah, I think they're starting to write it soon.
Okay,
they're getting ready to start writing.
And of course, we all know your character Fred Baskets, who does the. I haven't seen the show. What is it about?
The show. It's been a while since I've seen it. but I think
You used to watch it every night, as I remember. I used to come over to your place and you'd have it and not on a TV. You'd be through a projector, like an old film projector.
I have it on the exterior of my house.
Right. Yes.
With speakers.
Just trying to get the word out about this great new show.
I
That's on
find
FX.
self-promotion and getting your brand out there is the utmost important.
What is your brand, by the way? I've always wondered.
Half Mike Pence, half Jimmy Dean sausage.
Okay, yeah. Your top half is the Jimmy Dean sausage.
Yeah. No.
Now, give us a clue as to what you're going to instruct the writers to write about for season 4 coming out sometime within the next calendar
must be
year.
in cursive.
Right, of course. The entire show is in longhand.
Yes.
And the teleprompters that you use, because you don't memorize lines, as I recall.
As you recall from what? From a podcast that I've done with you that I don't memorize lines? Are you suggesting that this is scripted?
I've been on the set several times of Baskets. You gave me a tour once. You were like, I won a contest. Remember that time you were like, win a contest
that's
to be
right. I was surprised that you were the one that had entered the contest.
Well, I got to get some FaceTime with you somehow. You won't answer my FaceTimes. But what was weird was the teleprompter was all
There's
in
no teleprompter.
longhand.
That is not true.
It's what?
I've never used. Oh no, it's not.
What
true.
What were those machines?
That is, I am copying actors.
Those were
there's
broadcasting
actually, yes.
like famous actors.
Yes, and I'm copying their every moves.
Oh, okay, like physically.
Yes.
Yeah, I noticed you have some sort of
Paul Newman-esque.
Yeah, definitely. When he was making the salad dressing, especially like a lot of it, like the creamier the better. Now
Some sort of fat joke.
some sort of, although it's
I presume.
harder and harder to do that with you. Although
Well,
these days
I did want to make it more difficult for people to.
you got to really find the angles somehow.
My svelte levels are much higher now.
What do we have? We at a 78 svelte level?
As far as svelting goes, I think. I'm around. I'm right around mid-70s.
Mid-70s. That's great.
Yeah, it's a good level.
Good level to be at.
Yeah.
Tell us about, everyone knows Zach Galifianakis, the comedian, the personality, the movie star. Tell us about Zach Galifianakis, the man.
He's dead inside.
He's dead inside.
And there's not much more you need to know.
Now you did say you were tired, and that is because you were telling me on the ride up here. We both drove up here from Tijuana.
Yeah.
You were telling me, but you were up all night doing performing some interesting activities or functions, or what exactly? Why are you so tired? Is I guess the simplest way to ask this question. Why are you tired? Tell me why you're tired.
Well, as you know, as we've discussed many times off air, I make bricks at home.
Bricks of cocaine.
Nope.
No.
Not of cocaine.
No.
Just bricks. Just building bricks.
Just building bricks.
Yeah.
Just what are those made of? I don't even know. Like you look at something, you're like, that's a brick.
Clay.
Sand, clay.
The way I do it, I put a little fiber in there. Some feathers from some local pigeons.
Dead pigeons, or are these
this?
Just pluck them right off a live pigeon?
You can sometimes do that. Sometimes you do need to step on their necks.
Okay. Yeah. Just
and their lives.
And every once in a while.
In all of my years of pigeon hunting for brick making, I've never seen a baby pigeon.
Really? So you think these things come out adults? Are they the only living organisms that come out of the womb as adults?
Well, they come out of the egg, I would imagine.
Yeah, I get. Well, yeah. When I say womb, I mean, of course, eggs. That's what I call eggs when I eat them in the morning.
Can I get some
2 wombs over easy?
Can you also say get an egg when you see people?
Yeah,
no, let's get a womb. Room, not a womb. Sorry,
get an egg.
I always get room and womb.
So when I see a couple making out on the street, I pass by and I say, "Get an egg."
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, instead of womb.
That's a solid piece of biz. How's the selling the bricks, or do you just make them?
I'm making them for a shed.
How many have you made at this point?
The bricks?
Yeah.
I've got 564.
564.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I make a brick a night, and I got a.
So you've been doing this for about a year and a half?
Yep, if you do the math on that, that would be about a year and a half. And you got to babysit the bricks while they're in the oven. You can't just go to sleep. So
because otherwise
turn it and stuff. And so that's why I'm a little tired, a little low energy. But,
why are you making a shed? What's going to go down in this shed? I mean,
man, I just love the idea of a man cave and how people talk about it.
Well, you have a lot of sports.
It's marketed.
You have a lot of sports memorabilia.
How it's so marketed to men that how important a man.
Yeah. Don't you have what's your favorite team? You have a lot of pennants and jerseys.
The Jacksonville Nuggets.
Yeah, the Nuggets.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
They're good. They throw that. What do they throw? A ball, or is it they hit something with a stick? I can't recall exactly what the Nuggets do.
Denver Nuggets are basketball.
Right, but the Jacksonville ones.
Oh, those guys?
Yeah, what are they?
They're outdoor checkers.
Outdoor, right.
They're an
so you have
checkers.
A lot of memorabilia. They hit those, what do you call them, the time clocks and everything?
Yeah.
I've seen those in movies, like Searching for Bobby Fischer and stuff like that. Usually when you want to show someone smart, you show them out there in the park playing checkers against a random person.
Is Bobby Fischer known for checkers?
I think so.
That's how he got his start.
Yeah.
Was in checkers.
Zach Galifianakis is here. Always a pleasure to talk to him. Can you stick around?
It is a pleasure.
You're not performing community service by being here, are you?
I'm not. On my drive here, while I was I was like, what? Why? What?
Why did you agree to
Yeah,
this?
I live in, why?
Yeah. Where do you live, by the way? What's your address?
I currently live, and you know this.
Yes.
Trump Tower.
Right. Yes. In New York City. And how's it been lately? I know there was that guy.
I haven't been there in months because I'm in Mar-a-Lago.
The Winter White House, of course. You like to be there during the summer. Yeah. Okay. Well, great.
Which is hard because I didn't vote for him, but it's hard to just live in that place and also happen to vacation.
Yeah. You just happened to be there before he ever became president. Those are your main spots.
Yeah. Those are my go-to spots.
It's tough now,
yeah.
but you're not going to move.
No, I've fully invested in living there for the rest of my life, both places, no matter what happens.
No matter what happens.
Yeah.
Did you sign a contract or something? What?
Well, it's been passed down from my great aunt.
Oh.
The one in Mar-a-Lago, and then the Trump Tower one I just bought after,
Hangover 2?
That's why I did Hangover 2, was to get
a Trump Tower address?
I have a penthouse.
Yeah. Oh, a penthouse. Wow.
Yeah.
That's up there at the tippy top.
Yeah. It's got a glass toilet.
So wait, when you go to the bathroom, you can see everything that you leave in there. That's that's the sign of a rich person.
That's what the guy that sold it to me said. That's exactly what he said.
You seem gullible.
Huh. I do?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, Zach Galifianakis, always great to have you on the show. We have some other guests we have to get to. I mean, and I would say show business people, not show business people, they're all equally important. So you don't mind that we spend a lot of time with our next guest, right? You don't feel slighted?
No, I actually prefer just to not say much because I enjoy the guests, especially I'm a fan of Celine Dion.
Yeah, that's exciting to have a star like her on this show, a musician.
And I'm always excited to hear about what Byron has to say.
Yeah. Oh, you've heard Byron's previous apperances on the show. Okay.
I've never missed a podcast of yours.
I did not know that about
your whole umbrella network. I've never missed anything.
Everything on the entire network you've heard? God, what a fan right here. I don't know how you find the time, but I appreciate it. Well, speaking of finding the time, this is a man who checks his watch occasionally, I would presume, and he finds it whenever he does so. He's been on the show before. He's what they call a royal watcher. Please welcome to the show, Byron Deniston.
Thank you very much indeed. It's wonderful to be here. And yes, you're right. I do check my watch when I want to know the time of day.
If it's broken, it's probably correct twice a day.
This is what they say, isn't it?
It is.
I personally cannot agree. I have not tested the theory. But
right. Your watches have always been...
But a broken watch is right twice a day. I've not tested the theory myself.
Yes, but yours is
Cannot
in
wait.
perfect working order.
It is in perfect working order. British engineering in every inch of this watch. My good man. My good
inch.
man.
No parts in Japan.
None whatsoever. No.
Wow, this is Zach Galifianakis, by the way.
Hello, Mr. Galifianakis.
He's
Wonderful,
a
yeah.
television and movie star. I don't know whether you have time.
I'll take your word for it. Now, I haven't got the time to be entertained. Not in any way at all. I mean, as you know, I'm very, very busy keeping my eye on the royals, the wonderful royals of Britain. And I do want to apologize because we had spoken a bit earlier about me coming here to cover for you the royal wedding.
Yes.
Of Prince Harry, the Duke, His Royal Highness the Duke of Sussex, to Princess Meghan Markle, now Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Sussex. And we had spoken about me covering it, but unfortunately I was not able. I was otherwise detained.
You were.
Yes.
When you say detained.
Yes.
By having another commitment?
Yes, very much so. Yes.
Very committed to something
Very,
else.
very committed. I had spent a small amount of time in Wandsworth Prison in London during that period of time. It's heartbreaking to me to have to miss a royal wedding. I would have been in the carriage with them, as you know.
Oh, yes. Well,
if not for having this
well,
engagement
we'll
in-
figure out exactly
in
what
prison.
happened there, but let's catch everyone up on your previous appearance. When we first met you, you were a royal watcher,
Yes.
which we presume to mean that you kept tabs on the royal family
Indeed,
and
I do.
reported back. But you do that to the extreme because describe your methods of watching the royals.
Well, as you may know, the entire royal family lives at Kensington Palace, which
Yes.
borders on Hyde Park in London. It's right next door, and so it's very easy to climb up into a tree there in Hyde Park and keep your eye on them. And then once you're up in that tree, as long as you know sort of the patterns of what the guards do and where the cameras are, it's quite easy then to simply drop onto the property itself. And I believe that this is encouraged by the royal family. They want to be reported on. The people have a right to know what the monarchy is up to. And so you just sort of, if you're a really committed royal watcher, you do some skulking around and whatnot, and you may interact from time to time with their babies. And
Oh my goodness!
from time to time, there is some interaction with their babies.
Interaction.
Yes.
I did that. I don't know what you mean by that. Hopefully, just conversation.
Well, it's hard to talk with a baby, isn't it? Can't really carry on much of a conversation with a baby.
Okay.
You'll want to do other things off-site.
Off-site,
Yes.
meaning you're taking the babies elsewhere.
Yes, I find it's much easier to sort of interact with the baby.
I still don't quite know what you mean.
out of
Zach, do you
view
know
of
what he
its
means by
various
interact? What's
Caretakers.
Well, let him speak. I mean, I think
You're right. I should. I'm sorry to interrupt you so many times. I guess I'm just
it's
trying to
quite
nail down specifics on exactly what you're talking about.
No, I prefer not to nail down the specifics. That's my goal, is to keep the specifics rather vague.
I see.
Yes, because all I'm saying is, yes, I will occasionally put myself on the property there at Kensington Palace and if possible, interact with the baby off-site somewhere else, doing whatever it is that I feel is appropriate.
Okay, but I just want to
In my role as a royal watcher.
I want to assuage our listeners
Yes.
that when you say whatever you feel appropriate,
Yes.
it's nothing of a nature. What am I trying to say?
Well, let me just clarify something.
yes,
It's not. You're not an official royal watcher, meaning this is not an
You're not
official
paid to
duty.
do this.
Oh, no, the royal family itself does not pay me a salary to watch them.
And
no,
nor
Good
do
clarification,
they.
Good clarification, yes.
Do they officially endorse what you're doing?
I believe, no, not in any official capacity. They've never released an official statement from the
Unofficially,
palace.
do they
Unofficially, I
endorse
believe
this?
they do. I believe they I have received certain signs of encouragement here and there that my
Is
efforts
it
are
a
appreciated. yes.
kidnapping of the children?
This is
out
the
of their
word.
parents?
This is the word that is commonly used to describe my interactions with their babies.
In a legal sense, commonly used?
Yes, in a legal sense, yes. This word has been used. And I think it's inappropriate. I'm not kidnapping them. I'm simply interacting with them off-site for the purpose of watching the royals.
So this is an off-site interaction.
That's correct. It's an off-site interaction with
I
the
see.
royals.
I
Yes.
understand. So
Yes.
something
and if
that's
there
not.
are from time to time rituals involved.
This is what I'm trying to get at exactly, because when I hear off-site interactions, the mind reels at this. I would love to, exactly nail down what
Well, that's
type
my
of interactions.
goal. I'm trying very hard not to nail down these things because
Okay.
I am under the advice of
A little more
a
information.
barrister prefer to keep things as vague as possible.
That's what we call a lawyer in England.
Do you?
Zach, I don't know.
Those aren't the people that serve coffee?
So
No, those we call lawyers.
yeah, have the have the lawyers then interacted with you at all?
Only when I order a coffee.
Right. How often would that be?
Every day, Scott. Every
Okay,
single day.
so-
Several times a day.
365 days a year.
365 days a year.
You ever think of making it at home?
No, I can't do that. No, I don't.
okay.
I don't live in a proper home.
Where do you live? Do you
As
live
I say, I live in a tree.
You live there in the
in
trees.
Hyde Park. Well, a system of trees.
Oh, okay. When you say a system, meaning the interconnected trees, their branches are intertwined,
That's
or
precisely right. You understand trees quite well. The branches do interact.
sort of a rockabye baby type of situation there in the treetop?
I'm not a baby.
No.
No.
You have interacted with babies off site.
Indeed, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you have a profession that you...
A royal watcher. I'm a royal watcher.
But you don't get paid for that.
Not at the present time, no.
Right.
No, nor in any pastime?
Well, that's true. In point of fact, I've never, in fact, been paid to watch the royals. Although some people are, you know that. That people are paid by various publications and whatnot. And I've simply never lucked into.
You've never
position
engaged
like
with
that.
another publication?
I never have. Not for
No.
lack of trying. I write a letter every day to the Daily Mail.
Do you do this after you visit the coffee shop, or
It is from the coffee shop that I.
Oh,
write
I
the
see.
letter.
So missives from
Single
the coffee shop.
Day, and then I go straight to the post office. And
Okay.
I
really
purchase-
getting a good
purchase
sense
a
of your day? So
stamp.
you come down from the tree.
Yes, that's right. I do.
Go over to the coffee shop.
Correct. Yes.
Order the coffee from
From
the
a lawyer.
lawyer, and then write a missive.
Yes. Yes.
Personalized stationery, or
Personalized stationery.
And what does
yes.
it say? It
Well,
says
it usually says the name of a restaurant on the back of it.
okay, so someone else's personalized stationery.
No, I'm saying just something. I need to find my paper in a trash can.
Sure.
or
I mean,
something
you
like that.
may live in trees. It's not to say that you can, slice off parts of them to make paper.
I've never tried it.
No. Okay. And then you mail it off at the post office, you say.
Straight to the post office.
Straight there.
The
No
Royal Post
deviations.
Office. None whatsoever.
Ever.
I will not accept a deviation.
Okay. And then the rest of your day is open for.
For watching the royals.
Got it.
Yes.
Got it.
But just quickly, back
Yes,
to...
yes.
So,
Take your time if you like.
okay. As far as gathering food for yourself, I mean, you're not a squirrel. You live in a tree. But do you...
Thank you. No, thank you for the question and for the chance to clarify.
Yes,
I am
for the
not a
listeners out there who
squirrel. I am
cannot see him, he's not a
squirrel.
squirrel.
Right. So,
Very good.
but
Thank
you
you.
have to... How do you get food? You seem nourished. You seem
Yes.
you don't even seem like the type of person that would live in a tree.
You don't seem overnourished. You don't seem undernourished. You
I'm
seem
around a 70, mid-70s.
Yeah,
in
first
terms
on the
of-
Svelte scale?
On the Svelte scale, yes.
Right.
I've been told that.
So, and then the suit, and you don't seem...
Yeah.
Yes.
You seem like you're a person who uses money to exchange that for goods and services.
Well, I appreciate the compliment. That is, in fact, not the case.
Oh.
If you've ever been to Hyde Park in London, you may know that people tend to bring their lunch there, or even their breakfast, or their dinner. And if you are stealthy, fleet of
Hence
foot,
stealthy.
like
and
mid-70s
very
on the
quick-
stealth scale.
yes. Their lunch can, they'll be more than happy to share their lunch with you if you're stealthy enough.
In a legal sense, sharing their lunch, or
I'm not saying a contract has been drawn up.
a verbal contract even?
Not that I'm aware of.
So by sharing, what percentage of the lunch is being eaten by you?
It depends how quickly I see them with it
Right.
and how stealthy I am.
Right. So it's a
Yeah.
sliding scale based on those two factors?
Yes, precisely.
Great.
Sometimes, yes.
Okay. So, and then how are you paying for the coffee in the morning and the postage?
Well, yes, that has to. Again, this is the sort of thing my barrister would probably tell me to keep rather vague. But,
Okay.
people carry on them in their bags and in their pockets.
What are we talking about? Cell phones?
Not cell phones. No.
What are we saying?
Wallets and whatnot.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
People carry around wallets.
And those
full of-
within those wallets sometimes is
there's
paper money.
Frequently paper money or coinage.
Must
yes.
be getting harder and harder for you as people are moving to paperless and credit cards to pay for everything.
No, not really, because you can, and again, I'm not saying that I would do this. Hypothetically speaking, you can take any number of credit cards and use them once or twice.
Sure.
For
A
before
good
it's any sort of
yes. $20 here, $50
yes,
here
precisely,
before it's
anyone
noticed.
notices and sort of fraud detection.
And what would
kicks
you be
in.
buying with credit cards? A baby carriage, or like, how do you transport the children
Yes.
We'll get
Yes.
to the why of it, but just
No, I don't know that we will get to the why of it. Yes.
I heard that Disneyland, that pretty much every day at Disneyland,
Yes.
babies are stolen by people, and what they do is they take them immediately into the bathroom.
Yes.
They bleach their hair to make them blonde, and then they carry them out as if they're their own. Is there anything like this going on?
why wouldn't they just stick like the ears on the kid, like the Mickey Mouse ears?
Oh, I thought you meant the actual ears.
No, why don't wouldn't they just put
Just put a hat on it?
or a mask?
Oh, like an old lady mask?
Why, wait, why am I even believing that that's true?
I think it's true.
I think it's.
I heard it once.
I think it's very impractical and ridiculous to go bleaching a child's hair.
What would
I
your-
have a collection of wigs, and
Like what type of wigs? Like
well, it's very difficult to find a wig that will fit a baby.
Well, the
You know,
other
they
thing
don't
is
really make
babies
them
don't
for
have
babies.
hair really
Well,
normally.
the expectation, right? The expectation is
We gotta
that a
look
baby
for a
would
bald
not
thing.
wear a wig.
We have to
you
look
know?
for a bald human, and then suddenly you see a baby with a wig. It's like that can't be it.
Yes,
Okay.
I have a collection of all sorts of different wigs,
Where did you pick up
curly
this-
hair, and things. But the problem is that they, as I say, these needed to be modified. These are adult wigs, and they need to
Yeah.
be modified to the size of a baby's head.
Sure.
It's quite difficult and takes up a lot of my time.
So that's mainly. So we have come down from the trees, coffee shop, write the letter, post office, and then the majority of your time after that is tailoring these
Tending
wigs.
to the wig.
Tending to the wigs.
Wig tending.
I have thousands upon thousands of wigs.
Now, where do you keep these in the trees?
All up in the trees, yes. Every once in a while, I'll overhear someone looking up at the trees, and they're often terrified.
Sure.
Terrified by thousands of
Thousands of
baby-sized wigs
baby-
hanging from the
I
branches.
would imagine also that like, you would have problems with birds because hair is like,
Yeah, prime
wonderful
nesting
for nests.
material. Yeah.
Yes.
Not good for
they
bricks.
Do. They do.
No, hair is good. For
Hair
bricks.
is good for
Yes,
bricks,
yeah,
really?
Yeah.
So yeah,
you
how
can
much
use-
hair is used in your bricks?
Well, if I'm using hair, hair in an oven is not a good idea.
Right. Yeah. Do you just cut off your beard above the
Sometimes I have
bricks? Sometimes.
Sometimes I have used my beard hair to make the bricks.
Great. Wow. So getting back to you, when
Yes.
you take
Just-
these
sorry.
babies off
No.
off premises,
Yeah. How though? How?
how are you getting
Like,
these?
How are
We've
you
talked
carrying-
about the dead spots in the security cameras
Yes,
and
yes,
the
yes.
various routes.
Yes, which
of the-
changes all the time, by the way.
Sure, they must be changing it every
yes,
single
yes.
time you get in there.
Right. Once I alert them inadvertently to a dead spot in their camera system, they are quick to address
Yes.
it. Yes.
But
So I
do
need
they
to find
add
another
cameras
one.
or do they just point the existing cameras?
That's the problem. They often redirect them. You
You gotta buy new cameras for these
I
dead
would think,
spots.
I would think.
Yeah.
But
They're cheap. The Royals.
Fairly inexpensive. Yes.
I mean, the Royals themselves are just a
Oh.
cheap bunch.
Yes. Well, now you know they have to pay taxes. Are you aware of that?
Yeah,
It's
I did
terrible.
hear about
It's
it. Yeah,
terrible.
terrible.
It's terrible.
So how are you getting these offsite?
What do you mean?
These babies.
Yeah, so I go straight to the cottage where I know that the babies live, right? And then I just have a word with the governess.
All the
And
babies live in one cottage? Is that what you said?
Yes. William and Kate, they have a cottage and their babies live there. And,
Oh,
and are
okay.
tended to all day long by a governess.
I thought you meant that all the babies within the royal palace live in one place and then everyone else lives in another place. That would be whimsical.
Oh, baby cottage?
Yeah, it would be like
it's
the Muppet
nearly that
Babies.
way. It's nearly that way.
Okay.
Because the adults simply have nothing to do with their own children.
Right.
There's a home and then the governess looks after them there.
Okay.
And the governess is only, it's just one person, It's
Yeah.
not,
It's not like a
no one
Mrs.
is-
Doubtfire situation where you're sneaking in and pretending to be the governess and putting someone's face in a pie or anything.
I have never put anyone's face in a pie, but I
Okay.
do have a
Are there
bottle
other?
of.
How many nannies are there?
There seem to be all sorts of people milling about, but there's only every single time there only seems to be one person in the room with the children.
Okay, that seems
Yes.
to be that's another dead spot.
And
as
no
they say.
no soldiers
Yes.
in the rooms.
Not in the rooms, no, but you do from time to time see various guards.
You ever make them laugh?
I never have succeeded at
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
but
no, of
you-
course
we
I
don't want to
try.
be-
You don't want to be seen.
No.
Are you being seen or are you sneaking?
I'm doing my best. Yes. No, I know. I'm seeing them. They're not quite seeing me.
Okay.
At least
that's
Has
the
not-
prime
has
stealth
not
material.
happened. Yes. Although, except with the exception, of course, of this last time, and that is why I ended up in Wadsworth prison because there was a misunderstanding about why I was there. And, sharp words were exchanged. Anyway.
Sharp words and then any type of sharp objects being exchanged into your body at all?
No, not into my body. I do have a vest which is full of small knives,
How small are we talking?
throwing knives.
Like
Yes, that is my weapon of choice. Throwing knives.
So you're sort of
from
like
a
that guy in the
vest.
Dirty Dozen, who like
Just very much like that.
Okay,
Yes,
were you
yes.
inspired by him,
Yes,
or-
indeed I was. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That
Do they
is
call
the-
a dozen something different in England?
A dirty 12.
A dirty 12. Okay.
That's what it said on the poster in
Oh,
England because we simply don't understand the word dozen over there.
Got it.
So just don't have it.
So when you were taking these babies before, you were always successful. How many babies did you abscond with?
Well, there are only 3 royal babies.
Okay, but did you take them multiple times?
I have taken the 2 oldest children of William and Kate, George and Charlotte. I have taken each of them 3 times.
Okay. So that's 12 times there.
Is it?
I believe so.
No.
No.
I believe it's 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said 4 people. No, but you said the parents. Okay. I don't see. I'm not a royal watcher. I don't know the names
You
of
don't
all
know
these
them,
people.
yes. Prince
Yeah.
George and Prince Charlotte, when they were babies, I took each of them 3 times.
You took them 3 times.
Yes,
Got it.
and
Okay.
in each case, I had a perfect success with my business with them. But I have not succeeded yet in having any offsite interactions with Prince Louis, and that was the issue that
I
came
see.
up all too recently.
How are they returned to?
I have no idea.
So just you wake up in the trees one day, about to go to
No.
coffee.
I
and-
set them on the ground, and then I have no idea.
You don't know what happens after
No,
that.
I don't. Because why would I risk anything to get them back?
Sure. So these people who have grown up princes and royals, I mean, they may not even be the real deal. I mean, maybe they should take a 23andMe or something.
Well, that's an interesting point. Maybe, I assume, a baby is found wandering around Hyde Park. Someone picks it up, and soon enough they realize it's the missing royal baby. But you may be right that it's a different baby altogether.
Who knows?
And that a swap has occurred there in
Yeah.
Hyde Park. I never even considered it.
So do you try to leave the babies a certain length away from your wig forest?
Not really. No, I just set them down at the base of the tree.
Just right there, and no one
much,
thinks
yeah.
to look up. I mean, there's a baby down. Why would they look up?
Right, precisely.
That's
People don't look
genius.
up. They don't.
Genius.
Rarely. Yes.
So what happened this time? You were in there. Whom were you trying to take off site?
I was trying to take Prince Louis, the newest baby there. Yes, the brand new.
Brand new, as a bit-
tiny little princeling. Yes, yes.
Princely.
And I was looking for, and it was just a simple matter of a guard seeing me, and I haven't really practiced as well as I should with my throwing knives, and it was just sharp words were exchanged, and I was taken to prison. And it's a shame, really. It's a shame.
And how long of a sentence did you get?
Not very long, really.
Really?
It's just an attempted kidnapping of a royal baby. You would think.
You think
it'd be
just
quite
a
a penalty.
slap on the wrist?
No, there's a maximum penalty of 3 months in jail.
Maximum 3
Yes.
months. How much
Yes.
time did you get time served?
No, I had time off for good behavior. I was there.
How good was your behavior?
I was there for
I
a
mean-
week and a half. My behavior was exemplary.
You're a good man.
I was an exemplary prisoner.
Yeah. What does that mean? You stayed in the cell?
Yes, I stayed in the cell. I dressed up as a guard. I did some guarding of the prisoners.
Wait, did you escape?
I don't think of it that way. I believe I promoted myself to guard and then simply went home and quit the job. It was not the right job for me.
So you resigned
I resigned as
after
guard of Wandsworth Prison.
approximately an hour or so?
It was about roughly 3 hours to the end of the shift. Yes.
Okay. You resigned, went home
Resigned
to the
my
trees,
position
to the
as
Wig
prison
Forest.
guard at Wandsworth Forest.
When you were a prison guard, were you living in the trees or were you living somewhere else?
No, it was just a short period.
Short
of time.
period, 3 hour period.
I promoted myself
Oh,
to
I
guard
see.
only for the remainder
Right.
of that shift.
Was there-
and then I resigned. And
Was there
went
an
back about
opening
my-
in the guards?
There was an opening. Yes,
sudden
there was,
opening?
It was a sudden opening.
Really?
In the
What
guard, yes.
happened? Did someone fall ill or?
Well, strangely enough, a guard drowned in a giant kettle of soup in the kitchen.
My goodness.
Yes, giant.
Freak accident.
Was
yes.
it hot soup or was it
not
a,
what's the word? A pan, a pot.
A pot, a giant pot.
very
yes.
large pot of-
Really? Hot soup, or
soup.
was it a cold lunch soup?
Well, they don't make soup that hot in prison.
Really?
Isn't that an
Oh,
interesting
that's
fact? Yes.
true punishment.
Can I just ask?
Yes.
When you're approaching the children in the nursery, I would assume they're crying, or how do you ease them?
Yes. How do you get them to not alert anyone else to the fact that you are holding a baby and trying to abscond with them off premises?
Well, I'm dressed often as a clown, and
Okay.
children love clowns.
I don't know.
You have a clown outfit. You have one or several? You have thousands of wigs. I would expect you have more than one clown
Yes,
outfit.
no, I only have
Just
one clown outfit, and it's filthy. But anyway, that helps.
Sure, because children love clowns.
Yes,
Especially
my
there
experience.
any-
Any dirty clown suits?
Any sort of sedative being administered, or
Well, I do carry with me a small bottle of chloroform, and but that's
How
really for the.
small?
It's very small. It's just,
For whom?
It's for the governess.
Fun size?
Oh, over the governors.
Yes,
oh.
that's for the governess.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
That's for the governess.
Whoa.
Does it say that on
For
the
a
bottle?
second.
That's for the governess.
Yes, I do label it. Yes, for the
Okay.
governess only.
Yes.
You thought I was
Oh,
chloroforming
yes.
babies?
Because I thought this was going to a dark place, but this seems
This
like
seems
it's,
all
No,
relatively on the up and
Now
up.
I understand the general tone of this discussion. You thought I was chloroforming babies? Never.
I also wonder what
Never.
you're doing with the
Well,
babies
we-
off site.
there is
What
that-
sort of
there
pagan
is
rituals?
that hole that we have.
I put the babies in a sack, and it's quite easy to breathe in there.
Okay.
And we simply make our way back to the tree.
Make our way.
And then, I put the word out to the various people who need to know that I am in possession of a royal baby, and the rituals occur. Perhaps.
Okay, who are? Is there some sort of group of people, like a coven of people who need to know this information? Is what you're saying? I mean,
That's a fair way to put it. A coven of people. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
How old are you? Have we ever discussed this?
Have we?
How old of a man or a human being are you?
I'm on the svelte scale and on the age scale, around mid-70s.
Mid-70s on a scale, but in terms of years, could we discuss that? Or
Does it matter? How old do you want me to be?
I'm curious as to what sort of ritual someone would desire a royal blood virgin, I'm assuming, baby.
There are literally hundreds of rituals for which royal blood would come in
suffice.
handy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I thought prolonging life might be one. Or
Indeed, yes. It's eternal life.
Eternal.
Yes. Eternal life.
eternal only insofar as you have to keep re-upping with a new baby.
Yes, that's correct. Every once in a while, you need. Yes. You know quite a bit about this.
Okay.
and,
well,
one baby at a time.
There's no need to do more than one at a time.
right.
Yes.
But for fun, you ever
But for
been like,
fun-
hey, I got two right
Only
here.
because, yes, right, yes.
I might drop one.
Yes, there have been times when I've taken the two older children together. Yes.
And you
Yeah.
alert. You said you alerted people that the royal babies are missing.
Yes, that's
Or-
right.
I believe he may be alerting that he has the babies, not that they're missing.
Right, not that they're missing, that
These
they're
are-
finally
Oh,
home.
you're letting.
This is like a council of watchers or a council of
Yes, I send out a
black
squadron
magicians.
of baby pigeons who fly
Who
out
live in
across
the trees
city.
with you in the Wake Forest?
Yes, I
Okay.
keep them.
I've never seen them.
Have you
I've
never seen a baby? Well, if
Gotta
you
look up.
live in a tree, you will. That's the way.
So you send out the squadron of what did you call
Baby
them?
pigeons.
Baby pigeons.
With little notes attached to them.
Right.
To my various friends who
Right.
need to know that I'm in possession of a royal baby.
They perform. They preheat the oven, as they say. They get it. They get
These
everything
children
going.
are not placed in it up.
No, but they get the spells and incantations going for you.
Yes, and again, I've said way more than my barrister would be comfortable with already. And so
Sure.
I am hesitant to get any more specific.
Sure.
But yes.
Is there any some sort of blood taken? Any kind of?
Well, here I need to be very, very careful and choose my words.
Choose
with the
them very carefully,
utmost
we understand.
Caution in response to your
course.
question as to whether there is blood involved.
Sure.
I need to be
We
very,
can call it the red stuff,
very,
if
very
you like.
cautious, and simply say that yes, there is a royal baby blood involved. Be very, very careful.
Smeared or
my words.
smeared upon any sort of on your body, or is it
It
put
is
into?
used to write upon a parchment, and I need to be very, very
okay.
careful with my words.
Okay,
Very,
certainly.
very
careful.
Yes.
but I'm sure the words
And I need
used.
to say nothing that my barrister would not approve
Sure.
of me saying in a public setting.
The words used, I'm sure, are ancient and
They're in Latin, yes.
they're in
indeed.
Latin. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
Latin words written on a parchment in royal baby blood.
Is English your first language, by the way, or is it yours? Did you originally speak Latin?
Over the millennia, I have spoken many, many languages.
Okay, got it. Well, remember the Tower of Babel?
I do.
Yeah. Oh, you do. You were there. Well, Byron, so glad to hear that you, are out of prison, and
Yes.
are you keeping a close eye on the Meghan Markle and Prince? Who is it? Harry? Who did she marry? Which
Your
one?
ignorance is astounding. Yes.
So sorry. She
Prince
did-
Harry and
Harry
Princess
and-
Meghan. I am keeping a very, very, very close eye on them, and I am waiting with bated breath for her to become pregnant.
Have you seen any sort of interaction with them that would lead to that?
Indeed, yes, indeed, I have. The two of them cannot keep their hands off of one another.
I bet,
They
yeah.
absolutely adore one another.
Is he like,
Why
I'm taking
not?
off my suits and being naked?
In
yeah.
reference to her television program
Yes.
suits?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. He's got game, Prince Harry.
When the children, the babies,
The babies. Yes,
how
real
long will
babies.
you be? I mean, they will. I'm assuming they'll age out.
Sadly, yes.
Yes, but hopefully these royals will keep
Well, not
finding
forever,
mates.
but not forever.
But not, yeah.
Not
I mean,
forever, that is true. But then there will be a time, don't you see, that these ones that are now small will themselves become large enough to make their own babies.
It's like the Kardashians.
Don't you see it?
Well, that's great. Well,
Don't you see? That's how it works.
That's how it was. So as long as each royal has more than one offspring,
Yes.
just keep multiplying. I mean, you'll be in business forever.
Even really, they could have one, couldn't they?
Yeah. How long does one baby last usually?
A baby, for the purposes of my
I don't mean how
purposes,
long are they alive, because that can vary baby to baby.
It can be roughly 100 years.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have found.
Okay.
Um,
And
but-
are you? Is it like time served concurrently, where if you because you've gotten several of these babies over the last couple of decades here, it sounds like are you accruing 100 years per baby? So meaning that you have hundreds and hundreds of years. You're just trying to get them while the pickings are hot, right?
I don't understand the question.
Okay, I guess what I'm trying to say is like I had presumed that they were lasting less time than that, and that you needed to re-up. And that's why you were getting these babies. Are you just like getting 100 years per baby
I
and
see what
stacking
you're
up
saying.
time? You're banking babies.
Well, listen, I don't want to speak specifically to what exactly the effect of this baby blood is. I don't
Sure.
think that's good for anyone.
Sure, no.
But whenever I can get my hands on a royal baby, it's important to go about this ritual.
Got it.
Just anytime you can. Yes, it all helps.
Quickly, may I just ask one? Is it
Yes.
is it with just the British royal family, or do you do this with other? I mean, obviously there are other.
Could you do it with presidents' babies? Or
Well, I was thinking more
absolutely
king
not.
and queen situation.
yeah, kings of other
There are,
countries?
of course, royalty throughout Europe, and yes, it would work. Technically, it would work.
Is
but
that
I
what you used to
prefer
do
not.
back-
Just as with my watch, 100% British engineering in this watch. Every
it.
single square
When
inch
did you
of it.
come to Britain? When did you come to Britain?
Oh, a long time ago, yes.
I would imagine.
A very, very long time ago.
Yeah, if I were to say the name Merlin to you, would that ring any kind of bells? Is that kind of...
Well, of course it does. Merlin, the famous court wizard to
Right.
the court of King Arthur. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Quite familiar with
If I were to
Merlin.
say, "Hey, Merlin," what would you say? Would you say yes or?
I would say, sir, what are you insinuating?
I don't know. I'm not insinuating anything. I just, I'm fascinated with those tales of knights of ye old round table.
Yes, those are wonderful, fascinating tales.
Good
aren't
guys?
they? Yes, great guys, Lancelot in particular, from the stories I read.
Yeah. You ever see a sword in a stone kind of situation?
What? The Lady in the Lake and the Sword
Yeah,
and the
all that
Stone?
kind of stuff.
Yes, I'm
Yeah.
quite familiar with
All
it.
right.
yes.
Hey, Merlin. Okay, nothing. Great. All right. Well, look, we need to take a break because we've been making Celine Dion wait, and she does. As far as I know, she's a diva, and you don't one does not make a diva wait.
I'm
And
surprised she's here. I'll be honest.
I'm a big fan, though. Zach, you like Celine?
I like a lot of her later stuff.
Yeah. Like the recent stuff has
Yeah,
been
the
great.
stuff.
And
the last couple of
Byron,
years has
Celine
been
Dion. I know she's French Canadian. She's not British.
Yes,
but,
I have no interest whatsoever.
no interest whatsoever.
And no
Great.
time to be entertained.
Well, please tell her that when she's on the show. We need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have more Comedy Bang Bang with Zach Galifianakis, more Byron Deniston, and Celine Dion right after this. Hair. It's the hat of the head. Is it not? Can anyone disagree with that? Well, maybe you've noticed that your hat is looking a little thin up top. Know what I'm saying? A little less hair than you're used to. You're not sure what to do about it. It happens. It happens, guys. Well, with Keeps, you don't need to lose your hair if you don't want to lose your hair. Maybe you want to lose your hair. Maybe you're some demented weirdo out there who's like, I hate hair. Well, not most of us. But Keeps is the solution if you want to keep your hair. Keeps is designed for guys who want to stop hair loss with their scientific, safe, and affordable approach managed entirely on Keeps.com. And let me tell you, getting started with Keeps is easy. This is what you do. Answer a few questions, snap some photos of your head preferably, and in less than 5 minutes, a licensed doctor remotely reviews your information and recommends the right treatment for you, all without ever leaving your couch or your chair or wherever you are on your computer. I can't even fathom where you might be on your computer. Keeps, what they do is they offer generic versions of the only 2 FDA-approved hair loss products out there, and you have never gotten them this easy and for this price. Keeps, get this, is only $10 to $35 a month. Wow. And then, that's good enough. That's good enough. But now you can get your first month for free. There is no reason to put this off any longer. You can stop your hair loss today the easy way with Keeps. Keeps, I know plenty of people who have used it, and I look at them, and I see hair on their heads, and I go, you did it. To receive your first month of treatment for free, go to keeps.com/bangbang. That is KEEPS.com/bangbang. That's a free month of treatment at keeps.com/bangbang. Keeps, hair today, hair tomorrow? Do you find yourself, distracted ever? Forgetting things? Making mistakes, at Flirk? I mean work? Oh, God. Well, I'll tell you what I need. It's a quality night's sleep. I did not get one last night. You know why? Because Georgia, one of my adorable little doggies, had a little die-die at 4 a.m. And, gotta, when you're getting up, letting a dog out, walking around, watching it strut around, doing its stuff, it's hard to get back to sleep. Believe me, a quality night's sleep makes all the difference. I'll tell you what helped me finally get back to sleep after my dog's die-die, and they can use this in ad copy if they want, is I had a Lisa mattress. That's what helped me. The right mattress is the difference between resting and just laying down, and the right mattress is the Lisa mattress. The Lisa mattress is the product of more than 30 years of experience in mattress engineering and hundreds of hours of testing. I think they're just talking like people laid down on them. I think that's what they're talking about. I have no idea. But what I do have every idea about is these 3 foam layers that every Lisa is comprised from. There is the layer that provides cooling pressure relief, the body contouring layer, and support. Those are 3 excellent layers. The Lisa mattress is the best mattress at the best value. Over 300,000 happy Lisa sleepers agree the Lisa mattress gives them the rest that they need. Order your Lisa mattress online at lisa.com/bangbang and try it risk-free for 100 nights. 100 away. I mean, that's a third of the year. They're crazy. It ships direct to your door in a convenient box, free shipping, free returns, everything. And you can buy a Lisa for a fraction of the cost of a traditional mattress. So find the right mattress for you. Let me give you that address again, lisa.com/bangbang. LEESA.com/bangbang. And don't miss Lisa's limited time Labor Day sale where you can get up to $235 off your Lisa mattress. Amazing when you go to lisa.com/bangbang and use the promo code BANGBANG. That's LEESA.com/bangbang. Comedy Bang Bang, we have Zach Galifianakis here from the Hangover
I've been in
series of
other
films.
things.
Yeah, but I mean, that's...
I've been in other things.
Yeah, but I mean, those are so great.
I just didn't want to say that I've been in
You have been in other things. So I've only seen the Hangover films. You've been in other...
I haven't seen those.
You have...
But I've seen the other things.
What other things?
The Muppet thing I was in.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Muppet Babies. You played Animal.
No, I played a homeless... Anytime I played a homeless person, I've always... That's what I watch.
That's what, yeah. Okay, got it. We also have Byron Deniston, who is a royal watcher.
I've done other things.
What else have you
done
done?
other things.
I mean, you're a wig collector.
Yes, I've been a homeless man.
We
as well.
didn't figure out why you have so many wigs.
Yes, we did.
We did? No, I know why you're using them, but why
Yes.
did you obtain them originally?
For the purpose for which they are being used.
Why not get baby wigs then?
There's no such thing as baby wigs. They don't make them.
I think it would be cute.
What?
I think it'd be cute, like for Halloween or whatever.
You could put glue a couple Merkins together, maybe.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Not a
hey,
bad idea.
Merkin.
Proud
No,
to
nothing.
be a Merkin.
We have to get to our next guest. She is a superstar musician and singer, and she, as far as I know, won an Oscar maybe for that song "Heart Will Go On." I don't know. I don't think the prizes should be given to art. So I never watched the stuff. But please welcome Celine Dion. Hello.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here. This is my first podcast. I am so excited. I won 2
first
Oscars, though. Let's get it right, okay? Two
Oscars.
Yes.
Did you, for one for acting?
Of course,
and
it
one-
doesn't matter. I don't even think about it. It don't matter to me, but I just want to get it. I just want to get it right.
Oh,
I
okay.
get them and then I forget them. Do you know what I mean? Because it's
Get
about
it
the
and forget
music.
it.
Because it's
Yeah.
all about the music. That's all it's about.
Yeah, and Oscars are not music; it's film. So why even bother?
Well, because I mean, if you remember that song that can never stop singing, "The Heart Will
Right.
Go On."
Heart Will
you
Go
know,
On,
it was
yeah.
it captured the imagination of the
Oh,
entire
I do
world.
know that song.
You
I
do
know that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was about a British ship, the Titanic, I believe.
Yes.
Was that a
HMS
British ship or
Titanic.
was it an American
It
ship?
was a British ship, yeah.
Was it? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Built,
Were
built
you-
however, let's be clear, by the Irish.
Okay. Yeah.
They built it.
You weren't on it, were you?
Well, listen, not for the entire trip.
Did they make a movie about it and base Billy Zane on you?
I have no time to be entertained.
Okay, all right.
That is a wonderful song, though, isn't
What
it?
a great song.
It's a wonderful song, and I never ever have to stop singing it because everybody wants to hear it. But I want to write a new album.
Oh,
and
okay.
that is why I'm here, because I get the ideas of song from connection with people. You know, just to be here, meet interesting people, and I hope that maybe I come inspiration for the songs from just talking to interesting people.
Oh, great.
I do know. I hear about you talking about babies. I got to say,
yes.
I borrow baby all the time. That's what I like to call. I borrow it because then I want to get the baby and I put it in a cabbage patch, or when that book that I made with that photographer, where I put them in a corn cob, or I put them in a bumblebee costume, anything other than what a baby should be in normally.
Yeah, like
but
a
we
wig.
just borrow them for in a baby wig. I've
did?
worn baby wigs before.
Have you?
My head is very small.
It is,
People
it
don't
is
know that.
very small.
It keeps shrinking every year.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
I don't know if you say congratulations, but I'm going to make it work, girlfriend.
Yeah, I would think that the body would shrink along with the head, but no, it's just the head.
Well, because I originated this felt scale. Okay, I am 0 on it.
You are. Yeah, you're a size 0
I
on
can
this
slip
belt
through an
scale.
elevator before the doors open.
Really?
Yes, I can. I just
so
go
when
where
you
people don't even know.
So how do you know that the elevator is there? Because I would imagine if you slip through and the
I
elevator's
feel the
not there.
whoosh. Because the whoosh,
Oh.
it actually almost pushed me over because I
Yeah.
am so svelte.
Yeah, got it.
What did you win the second Oscar for?
I think I won it for a song for Reservoir Dogs.
You think?
Was it called Mr. Pink?
It was, yeah, it was, let go, it's time to die.
Oh, that was a song probably to,
Sorry, it wasn't
to
over
Tim
yet.
Roth's. Oh, sorry.
That's right. Sometimes it just has to come out, and I cannot promise that's the last one, but for
Okay.
now, that is all there.
That is all the. Okay, great. Yeah, that was beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you.
I remember that was right after Stuck. Oh, bravo.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
thank you
Like
for
an
that.
angel.
Wow. Have you ever met an angel, by the way? Do they exist?
Yes, they do exist.
They
Are
absolutely
demons
do.
really fallen angels?
Are demons fallen angels? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes they
All
are.
right, great. So, so Celine, you want to interact with us to try to come up with your next
Yeah,
song.
just to get connections, because it's like making an album is like the old phrase. They're getting people putting all the colored Easter eggs into one basket.
Right, and
Isn't that the-
Zach Galifianakis here is in baskets, so you probably have a lot in
Oh,
common
that's
with him.
right.
You know,
That's wonderful.
So-
I love you. You are so adorable. He is like a baby. I would want to put him in a cabbage patch. I want to
Yeah.
put him in a corn cob or a pumpkin suit with just the pumpkin top cut out on the
I guess
top
I
of
didn't
his
see
head.
this book that you're referring to.
You did not?
Oh, it's great.
There were. Oh, does you know what it is?
Yeah.
Is it just
And they put
pictures
a-
of babies?
Yes, it's the real thing.
I know. Yes, it's,
and,
because you're talking about it. It must be real.
And in college, a lot of the girls at school, they put a poster of it on their wall.
Of a baby.
They'll like carve out a watermelon and
That's
shove
right.
a baby inside.
He knows
of it
that's what they
with
shove a baby, a sleeping baby. They pour a sleeping fat baby into it, and
They
then
pour a baby into
Well, you
it.
know, because it's all the fat. The baby rolls the fat that you just want
Yes,
to eat
it's-
with your teeth. You know what I mean?
I
Royal
certainly
Watcher.
do. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Yes.
You are
Seems like a
Don't you sometimes,
perspiring
don't
right
you
now.
sometimes just see a baby roll of fat and you just want to die? Just bite right into it and to sink your teeth into it.
I do. Yes, indeed. I know exactly what you mean. But I'm also thinking, what a good idea, as to just say, I'm just taking a watermelon out of the Kensington Palace, when really there's a baby in there.
Well, the baby would be a little bit exposed.
Yeah, I would think that you would say, I'm just taking the baby for my photography book. But you
that's right,
instead
that's what
want
you
to
could do.
fool them into thinking it's a watermelon.
Just hollow out a watermelon, put a baby in there, and then you're just the chap taking the watermelon out of the palace.
Right. Why would someone be
Up a
taking a
tree.
watermelon out of a palace instead of bringing one in?
I'm the watermelon retriever. I'm watermelon
Here
collection.
to refill your watermelon.
That is the thing. I have a watermelon retriever at my house.
Oh,
At
you
one of my
do?
many houses, yes. They come and they retrieve the old watermelon and they replace the watermelon.
Oh, okay.
many
The old,
houses-
you mean the rinds?
Yes, I just don't have any trash, so everything that I only use. If I want a watermelon, I only take one bite. That's it.
Right.
Then it's
okay.
done.
So
And
is
then
it
they
a take a
away.
watermelon, leave a watermelon situation?
Take a watermelon.
Oh, God, this is
leave
it.
a watermelon, but don't leave me. That could work. Maybe
that could
that's
work.
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do we get writing credits on this?
Oh,
by the
of
way?
course, probably,
Okay.
yeah. So
Great, great,
you'll
great.
get a mention in the jacket.
Oh no, I don't want that. I want the writing credit actually.
Oh, you want the writing credit?
Yeah,
Well,
that
we have
gets-
to
that
talk
gets
about
money.
it. I don't because I don't know.
Is the person who wrote "My Heart Will Go On"? Is that someone who just said to you, "My heart will go on" to you one day?
That person, let me tell you, but nobody wanted me to do that song. They thought that song that was not going to be successful.
They tried to stop you.
They tried to stop me. Yes,
Really?
they tried
Like
to. They said
physically?
this will ruin your career. I don't want to swear, but they say ruin your fucking career.
Whoa!
Sorry.
What kind of
Yeah.
person is this who would swear
They
like
say
that?
these
to
are
you?
producers, because I'm speaking of demons exist. Yeah, they do. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So they didn't want you to do it, and you said,
I said, no way, girlfriend. I am Celine Dion. I do what I want, and I want to sing about this song. I want to stand and do the video on the top. I want to fly on the front of
You
the
had already
of the
envisioned the
boat.
video and
I already
everything.
envisioned. I designed the video.
You did?
I designed and I told them that there was room for the other person, the Leo, on the door at the end. There was room on the door at the end, and Kate
Right.
Winslet, she hugged the whole thing.
"She."
And that is not how
oh.
it should have ended.
Yeah.
If I had known that how is it going to end, then I would not have sung the song. Because she
guess-
said, I won't let go. Don't let go. And what did she do? She let go.
She
and he
did,
floated he went to the bottom of the ocean.
Spoilers, but yeah, I mean, this
Is that, I'm sorry, are there people who have not seen it?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people out there who have not seen Titanic who don't know that Leo sinks to the bottom of the ocean. Does he sink to the bottom, or does he die and then float? I guess
No, he does
he
not float.
sinks
She
with-
is holding
yeah.
onto him with her hand, and he freezes.
Sure, but-
that because she won't let him up because she's hogging on the door.
So he
and then
sinks
he's frozen,
because
and she's
because dead bodies normally float at some point. I mean, don't
no,
they?
she does not float. Trust me, I've seen it 5,000 times. Okay,
Merlin, do you
probably
know
more
if
than
dead
that.
bodies float, or I'm sorry, Byron?
Dead bodies do want to float. You have
Yeah.
to make arrangements for them not to.
As far as I remember, he sinks to the bottom. That's
Because
what I
he's frozen,
remember.
maybe.
Because he's frozen. Yeah,
He's
he's
frozen
full
solid.
of water.
Oh, okay, got it.
And
oh,
star
full.
power,
Yeah,
He's a
got
Leonardo
it, got it.
DiCaprio.
So, do you want to engage us in conversation at all? How does this work? Do you want to?
Yes, I just want
give
to-
us prompts, or we give you prompts somehow?
No, that's fine. I'm getting it just from listening to you.
You are.
Yes, but I want to talk about when you make the bricks in the oven because something about that was interesting about creating something
Was
in
it?
fire. Mm-hmm. Well, I thought it was.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
Thank you.
You have to be interested in everything people have to say.
Yeah.
It all can't be
That's
like.
the problem with me on this show.
You're not interested in anything anyone says.
No, I'm usually just waiting for an opening. But tell us about these bricks, and maybe it'll help Celine Dion. You say the fire was very evocative for you.
Sorry, sometimes I sing and I do not know if I'm talking or singing. It just
Right now
one,
you're talking.
It's one. I am.
Yeah.
Because you have to tell me because I could just be
Talking.
talking. Oh, I'm going
Still
to the grocery
talking.
store and they were
Talking.
out of milk.
Still singing.
Did it happen?
It
I did
happened.
not know.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see, it's like the thing for me. It's like the apples and oranges. Like I don't know where apples end and oranges begin. That phrase.
Usually at the
it's
end
like
of the
that thing.
apple, and then at the beginning of the orange.
But they do overlap sometimes.
Do they?
Yes.
in some sort of hybrid fruit technology, or
No, I'm just saying, sometimes you can squeeze them together.
like a fruit salad?
Yes, that's
Okay.
precisely right.
Oh, you mean like
You're
you make two different juices and put them together?
You can do that. Yes.
Yes.
Do you ever get
Yeah.
that? No, you always get coffee. At the,
Always coffee.
I mean, we did that one with the baby. We did a photo shoot where they half baby, half orange, half, and the top was an apple, and we did
Okay.
that. So they had an apple top.
How did that
and
one
an
go
orange
over?
bottom. The baby got food poisoning.
Oh, wait, allergic to
Both apples and oranges.
oh,
it was
that's-
unfortunate.
Oh,
But
you
the
got it.
baby is fine.
the baby's good.
The baby is fine.
Byron, do you ever use that? Do you ever use food poisoning as a methodology of?
Poison a baby with food?
Yeah.
Like, get an old pizza, feed some to the baby. There's or E. coli burgers or something like
perhaps
that.
your own breast milk.
There is no doubt that I have from time to time poisoned babies with food, but never on purpose.
Never on. Oh, you've just accidentally or inadvertently.
Food you've gathered in the trees.
That's
they've been
correct.
eaten.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Or some of these park picnic baskets that you seem to be stealing, a la Yogi Bear. Do you know who Yogi Bear is?
I know a lot about Yogi Bear.
Celine, have you
Yes.
ever sung a song about Yogi Bear?
I had never sung a song. I was not asked because the Shakira did the last one for the Yogi Bear
For the movie that-
which I was very upset about, and I thought it was very sexual and not appropriate
I had
at
a friend
all.
who was into that in that Yogi Bear movie.
Oh, you did?
And he loved it. He was very proud of it, and it was his favorite
But that's what I heard.
film that he ever appeared in.
I heard that.
As
yeah.
I say, I say I have no time to be entertained, and it's true, but I did make an exception for that film.
Did you really?
I saw it in all 3 dimensions.
All the really 3D
All 3
movie.
of them,
All
yeah.
3 of them. What about
Yes.
the 4th dimension though? Time.
No, time stops when you're watching that film.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, but but to answer your question, Zachary, I did a demo, and it was, it began on the picnic, 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 boo boo. Boo, boo,
Now you're not saying any words.
boo. No, boo boo, right?
You're saying boo boo? It sounded like
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Okay, because it was because it was my accent. That's probably why they
I
didn't
don't think it
pick
was
the
the
song.
accent. It was
That's probably why
merely
they didn't
because you're
pick
saying
the
beer
song.
beer.
No, but this how I beer beer. That is how I sing it vowel.
But you
I'm
just
sorry,
said boo-boo.
I'm a Grammy-winning producer.
I apologize.
Right, it happens when I sing.
Okay,
It is
got
true. It's very confusing because
Okay.
if I say hello to you, but then when I sing, I say hello to you.
And then Shakira.
Just go back and listen to any of my album. It's true.
Shakira then took your demo and sang the actual song, or
No,
had-
she sang a
her own
different
thing?
song.
What was her song?
It was
I don't
like,
recall.
hello, picnic basket, hello.
That's a good Shakira.
Well, thank you, because I can do it because the talent is below me. So it's
So you can
it's
sing
just
anyone
easy.
who has lesser talent than you.
I can sing anyone who has more talent. So I can sing
Okay.
everybody else who.
Can I try you?
Of course,
so
yeah, do it.
Gwen Stefani.
Okay. All right. Oh no, I'm going to open up my picnic basket.
That's very good. Could you sing "I'm Just a Squirrel," which, by the way, would not be your song,
just a
right?
squirrel.
No.
I'm just a squirrel. I'm just a squirrel.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Thank you. Okay, I mean, these are softballs.
Christina Aguilera.
Here I have a picnic basket. Oh, it's empty.
Wow,
Oh,
good.
but you won't go hungry.
I got to ask you because in the news recently, the Queen of Soul, Britney Spears.
Picnic basket. Picnic basket. A picnic basket for me.
Celine.
I kind of do it because I get very lightheaded.
This is
Oh, hang on.
amazing. You should be on Mad TV. I have another friend who was on Mad
that's a
TV.
terrible show. That show was. Did he die finally?
No, it was. I had a friend who loved being on Mad TV
Who was that person?
That is another
Are they
thing
alive?
for which I have made an exception.
for one season.
To watch it was
Another?
precisely 38 episodes.
Usually, I mean, you're
The only people watch the show were they watched it in prison. I do know that. I got all the letters.
you got letters from people in prison saying they watched Mad TV and they sent them to you.
Yeah.
All right, checks out.
They would say, I love you, Celine Dion. And also they recommend me shows. I say, what are you watching? And I say,
Right.
I tell them what I am watching, and they recommend it.
I want to get into what you're watching, but we need to take a break if that's okay. But I want to hear what you're binge watching. I'm fascinated by the life of Celine Dion. I also will ask you the same question, Zach, what you're binging these days. And Byron, I'm not going to ask you that. I'm so sorry, but you have so little time for entertainment
Yes.
that's non-Yogi
I'm
Bear.
under-
Sounds
or-
like he's just binging baby.
yeah. We'll be right back with more Comedy Bang Bang after this. Stitch Fix. Ba-doo Stitch Fix. You did an ad for Stitch Fix. Yeah. That's right. That's what I'm going to be singing when I'm done with this ad. I won't subject you to it, though. Stitch Fix, let me tell you about it. Stitch Fix is an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories. That's a parody of Stand and Deliver by Adam and the Ants. I feel like I should say all of it again because it probably did not land with you because I was singing so much, but they are an online personal styling service that finds and delivers clothes, shoes, and accessories to fit your body, budget, and lifestyle. What does any of that mean? What does that mean? Well, what they do is you go to stitchfix.com/bangbang. You tell them your sizes, what styles you like, how much you want to spend on each item, and then you'll be paired with your very own personal stylist who will handpick 5 items to send right to your door, right immediately to your door. Then you try them on, you pay only for what you love, and you return the rest. Easy. Shipping, exchanges, returns are always free. No subscription required. You can sign up to receive scheduled shipments or get your fix whenever you want. And Stitch Fix's styling fee is only $20, which is applied toward anything you keep from your shipment. I have used Stitch Fix. It was easy as pie, which not as easy as like making a pie is hard. But as easy as eating a pie, I just hopped on the website, gave my sizes, which are confidential and they have not shared with anyone. Thank goodness. And they sent me a bunch of stuff and I kept about half of it and I sent the rest back and it's beautiful stuff. And people look at me and they say, wow, you're a handsome devil. And I say, hands off, I'm married. And it's the cycle continues. And you can get started now at stitchfix.com/bangbang and you'll get an extra 25% off when you keep all 5 items in your box. That is stitchfix.com/bangbang to get you started today. stitchfix.com/bangbang. Comedy Bang Bang, welcome back. We have Zach Galifianakis, who is not binging babies. We have Celine Dion, who is similarly not binging babies, although binging them in photography purposes, though, I would imagine.
Absolutely, yes. There's nothing wrong with it. It is so, you need to go Google it and look it up.
I definitely will. This is just a blind spot. You've heard of blind spots that cameras have?
Oh, yes, the blind spot is when I meet someone who had not heard my music.
Right. This is a blind spot in my pop culture knowledge, I guess. We also have Byron Deniston, who is binging babies.
Babies. Royal babies in particular.
Is that part of the incantation?
Babies. Yes, you have to write that in Latin, which I can't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, sure, yeah.
No, yes.
I mean, it's been so long.
It has been quite a while.
And Celine, you were going to tell us what you're watching on these days, because you're talking to prisoners about what you're in sort of a TV club with prisoners?
I know if I say that, I reach out to anyone who reach out to me. You know, it doesn't matter if there is a long 9 serial number in the corner and that where it come from a state penitentiary. It doesn't matter.
Do you accept collect calls from prison ever? Or
every once in a while, because, you know, I can't sleep. I'm insomniac. So, yeah, why not?
I did not know
Go
that.
on an adventure. You know what I mean? You never know what voice you're going to hear from across the waves, you know?
That'll just inspire you, yeah.
That's right.
And you haven't put out a record in a while. You've been searching for inspiration.
It's been a while. I did the Deadpool video. I don't know if you saw it.
I did see that,
one.
yes. That
made me think that there is a demand for me and for my songs and for me to wear crazy clothes and take pictures all over the world and then sing songs about, and I want to shake it up. I want to sing about love this time. You know?
I thought that My Heart Will Go On was about love.
Well, this is about love lost. I guess love found.
Love found. Oh, okay, well, but there's something right there. Like,
go ahead.
I found a love. We found a love in a hopeless place.
We found a love. Oh, wait a minute. I think that might be a thing.
God,
There's a gaga.
Does that happen to you a lot? Like, you start singing something, you're like, that's already a thing.
Yeah, but usually it's my song.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a good song. And I'm like, this exists already because I sang it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So I love to, I'm watching, I love to watch the old movies. I love watching old movies.
What is old to you?
Oh, I love it. You Got Mail.
Okay, that's... I mean, yeah.
I love it so much. And every time I never think they're going to get together, right? I forget. You know, I just sort of like,
no, it
I
happens
get
the same
excited.
way each
I think,
time.
oh no, it's not going to happen. He's
you know what
going
would be great? Would be if they would remake that movie and they don't get together and then they slip it inside the DVDs and then suddenly someone's watching their favorite movie, You Got Mail, and suddenly they don't get together, and it's heartbreak, and everyone's like, this is my favorite movie, what is going on? They don't get together in this? And then Tom Cruise and Meg Ryan turn to the cameras and go, gotcha!
Right, because the crazy thing is that it's Tom Cruise and not Tom Hanks. That's the other gotcha,
No,
right? That's what you're
Tom
saying?
Cruise, Tom Cruise would have
Tom
to
Cruise
redo it
would
because Tom Hanks
replace-
doesn't have time for this.
Yeah, he does not have time for pranks. No pranks
Yeah.
Hanks. That's what they call him.
Oh yeah, he's like Tom No Pranks.
Tom No Pranks Hanks, yeah.
Yeah.
But I also love to watch the Great British Bake Off. I don't know if you watched that. I love that show.
Oh, yes, I've heard of it. Yes, what they're baking off.
That's right. But when you
Perfect
say it,
encapsulation.
it sounds so dirty. When you say it, I don't know why, but there's something about it.
They all get together under a tent and bake off.
You were waggling
Right.
your eyebrows like
Listen, he's
60
getting-
eyebrow waggles
Men
a
and
minute.
women
He's
baking
also taking
together,
off his
eh?
clothes. I don't know if this is something that should
Yeah,
happen.
you really should not be taking off
In
your
a
clothes.
tent in the forest, eh?
Oh,
baking
dear
off
God.
together.
Please, sir. Please. At least cover yourself with a baby wig or two. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, have you spent much time in England? Have you ever seen the royal
I love
family?
it so much. No, yes, wonderful. I was invited, but I couldn't come. And
What was going on with you?
Well, I had to do a deep cleanse where
Oh.
for 5 weeks I get put under the earth.
Oh, you're buried.
Yes, I'm buried.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm buried, and I get fed through a tiny straw.
Why tiny?
Well, because
If I were
so
buried,
svelte I am.
I would say like, give me a big straw. Let's
No.
pay for the big
No
one.
big straw, because too much get in, then it don't work. And
Okay.
so I'm in there, and that's another place where I go think of ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's more like
When the
when I
ideas-
sing, it's a
That
it does
sounds
not
pretty good.
sound. It might be something that I loop on a song next. I did
Yeah.
some recording down there under the earth, and I might see it be a little bit of experimental. But
What are some of the songs you've thought of under the earth? I would imagine they'd be like, "Help Me," "I'm Trapped,"
that's sort of it. That's sort of
"I'm
it.
claustrophobic."
That's right. Well, I did not say that one because I'm not claustrophobic.
Oh, you're not? No.
No, you put me in a box for 5 hours, I'm happy. I fell asleep.
Really? Okay, so you're sort of like a
Because
dog with a
I'm
thunder
back,
shirt
I feel
or
like
something.
I'm back in the womb or
Oh,
the
yeah.
egg.
Get an egg. Yeah.
Get an egg, right.
Yeah, great.
And so I just go under there and I just think, I have to climb to get to you. Now, don't make fun of me. That is how I sing you. You remember. That is what happens, okay?
I know. Yeah, you
I have
sang
to
you.
climb to
Yeah.
get to you. I know you're the one. When I see you, I see the sun.
And to whom are you singing at this point? The person who's digging you out, or is it you're climbing up? Is it like someone's digging as far? Like, are you meeting in the middle? Someone's digging and you're
No, so
climbing
what
up.
happened then is that the water come up from under. They send water in from under, and I float up. I float up onto the surface, and they
got
like
it.
the old movies that I like the woman who come up out
Esther
of the water.
Williams,
This
yes.
Esther Williams, that's right. She come up out of the water.
So you're doing a synchronized swimming kind of thing
Right,
once
but
you
just
come
me,
out.
just
right,
me,
yeah. So no need to
synchronized with
synchronize
myself.
with it. Yes.
I do not need anyone else.
Got
do
it.
you know? I mean, Celine.
Though,
I am-
what pageantry? I would love to see the ceremony.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
sometime.
saw how I got married. I had I had people carry me. I had men, shirtless men, carry me on the palanquin, is
okay.
what it's called.
Oh,
and they carry me on the. I am Celine. I don't know. I don't believe in doing it. Why you do anything small?
Yeah,
Why would you do
exactly.
it? Why bother do it? Don't do it at all.
Yes,
Yeah.
don't do it at all.
If you were to go on a picnic, say out in the woods or something, how would you? What kind of pageantry would we expect from Celine Dion there?
Well, I mean, it'd be 5 days set up, of course. A
5
picnic.
days.
I mean, you say picnic. It's going to be 15 marble arches,
Whoa.
and it's going to be 17. It's going to be 17 peacock, unicorn. A couple other
Unicorns?
magical.
Wait a minute, these don't
Absolutely.
exist.
Well, not to you. You can't. You do.
Not
you know
anymore.
what I mean? There is a simple tier of how famous, how wealthy. I mean,
Really? So
there are
if you're-
unicorns. It's a silly thing that
if
people are
you're
trying
like
to
a
say they're not unicorns.
Tom Hanks or something? You know that What about you, Zach? Do you know anything about unicorns?
I can't talk about it.
Whoa!
See, he knows there's a code. We are not supposed to talk about it.
Oh my
but-
God! So
Yeah,
this
so we have unicorn, and the unicorn beats, have sort of serving something off of his horn, and then we have
Donuts, I would
we have
imagine,
Oh, that's
or-
a good idea. Yes, we have
yeah.
donuts. And
Any food with holes.
any food with holes. And
Yeah.
you be careful. You be careful. I know what you're about to say.
What am I about to say?
I don't know, but you're
Food with
taking your
holes?
pants off again.
No, you will. But that is entirely
not
unrelated
germane to this.
It is
Oh.
warm in here.
No,
If you don't
fair
mind,
enough.
do you
Okay.
mind if I unzip?
Please.
Yeah, go. Yeah, everyone take your pants off. I
very
guess.
warm.
If,
Can I
look,
ask
if
a-
everyone takes their pants off, it's like none of us are taking our pants off, right?
That
we're all
sounds like
equal.
this is a start to a very bad problem. I think maybe we just move on.
Celine, speaking of moving on, can I ask a question apropos of nothing? But when you go to you're a world traveler. When you go to Paris, do they make fun of the way you speak French because you're French Canadian, or?
Yeah, that's a great question.
We're not at all the same. We are not at all the same. Of course
right.
not.
Do
Because
they look down on your accent, or?
well, they don't hard to look down on me because I'm above them all. You know,
Right.
the French are short, and I am a tall statuesque. I am a statuesque angel.
Yeah, you're with a very tiny head, but so tall.
Very tiny head, but I'm so tall.
You're like a
And so,
pyramid.
I mean, I don't go over there all the time. I like to, when I go over there, I like to take pictures on their bridges and at their churches, and that's what I do.
Sure.
And then I get in and I get out. Because they look at me a little, they have an attitude a little bit, I'm French Canadian, so, I'm different. I'm nice, but I'm stuck up about it. It's like
Sure.
that. It's like half and half.
Yeah, you seem like the most stuck-up celebrity that I can think of.
Oh, no, that's not true, Scott. Why would you say that? That's not true.
Well, you said it. You said
It's
you were
not
stuck up, and I just. Whoa,
It's
whoa.
not true. It's
happening?
It's not true.
This could be a hit. I love this song so far.
Think it
I
could,
like
but
it too.
I'm so glad.
Yes.
I don't. That's not fair, Scott. I am
Who is
not
the most
stuck up.
stuck-up celebrity in
Yeah,
your
so
opinion?
name one more stuck-up.
Sally Struthers.
Sally Struthers. I was
I've
not expecting
always-
that.
She's very up her own ass.
I've always thought that
Really?
all that for the price of a cup of coffee. It's like, look, I want to buy my own coffee. I don't want to go without coffee.
That's right.
Morgan Fairchild.
Very stuck-up Morgan Fairchild.
Did you mean Freeman?
Nope.
Oh,
Nope. Morgan Fairchild. Attitude. CVS.
oh, you met her
You
in a
ran
CVS
into
one?
it at the What does CVS stand for?
Central Valley School.
Yes,
Central Valley
yes,
School,
yes, that
yeah.
makes
They
sense.
turned it to a pharmacy.
So it started
Began
as
as
a
a
school?
Yes.
And there
a
were so
pharmacy
many-
school, you idiots.
Oh, sorry.
So every single CVS was a school.
The first 300.
There's so many.
All in the Central Valley.
Yes. I mean,
One on every corner.
yeah.
Yeah.
And may I suggest to anyone ever visiting Los Angeles, they should go to a CVS. It's always a.
Oh, yes.
It's great out here.
Yeah.
Skip Disneyland.
You should know. I mean, you'll
It's
get,
always a real.
Yes.
you'll get the real show in the CVS.
Here.
Skip Disneyland, you'll get more for less at CVS.
I mean, I think that's
could
more
do
of
a
a jingle.
commercial.
Yeah.
No, it is, but perhaps I can move into that.
Yeah, well, I mean, the CVS corporation should call us and, of course, give us all split writing credit.
Celine, how did you get? I don't know too much about your past. How did you get started in show business?
I was in the womb and in the egg and I came out, and the first thing they heard was a high G belt, and they thought I was dying. And they said, but I never heard a sound like that before.
Yeah, normally
ever.
a baby, and you know this, Byron,
Yes,
baby, a very young baby screams,
Yes, yes.
cries, doesn't do it necessarily on a musical pitch as much as all of
Not
human
always.
speech
It was-
has musical pitch.
It was perfect in tone, and they come out, and I told by the doctors, everybody that were there, and I floated. For
Wow.
like if the 30 seconds, I floated. The song, the note held me
Held
up.
you up in the air.
And I have to say from there that all I ever done. I mean, I recorded my first album at 14 years old.
Yeah.
It is true.
How did they
is
know
all
it was
I
a
ever
high
done.
G? Was there a piano in the operator or in the
The
delivery
doctor
room?
had perfect pitch. He was a
okay.
film
Like a
musician.
Chevy Chase
And he
type?
decided I need to do something else, and when it became an OBGYN, but he was a highly accomplished jazz musician.
Oh,
Has
he
he
went
ever
really.
been pitch slapped?
Oh, that's funny.
That
You
was-
Great marketing.
Yeah, that was the tagline to Pitch Perfect 3, I
Yeah.
believe.
You know who wouldn't like that is Tom No Pranks Hanks.
Yeah, he would hate that.
He would hate that joke.
He would
Weren't
hate
it
that.
at some point the pitches back? Weren't they at some point?
Yeah, Wait, so
they
you?
were, yes.
So I had a friend who was in the one
Hey.
that the tagline was "The pitch is back," I believe.
Yeah.
Is it the same friend that was in Yogi Bear and had such a good time?
Oh no, I'm thinking
it's a
of someone
different one.
different.
No, I have not seen that.
Okay. So wow, what an amazing background. High G.
I don't know.
floated
Does that
in the
answer
air.
your question?
Does
I mean, that
answer
is
your
the
question?
very
Yeah,
beginning.
I've never heard of getting into show business right out of the.
It was right out.
Out of the egg.
Right
Yeah.
out of the egg.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I did not know anything else. I don't know how to. I have no other skills.
Well, I mean, when you're delivered by an accomplished jazz musician, I mean,
Was there a live audience there when that
Yeah.
happened, or
do you know what? By the time that I came out, there were a bunch of interns because also everything leading up to the birth was very strange. You know, there was
Why? What
there
happened?
was well, there was my mother. She started feeling very strange. She started feeling like very cold, very hot, and then all of a sudden she grew wings. They came out of her back.
They came out of her back.
And they were like, well, we never seen this before, so we're going to bring everybody in. So by the time I came out, there was an audience, but they were mostly concerned because my mother the back was bleeding profusely. But you know what? Crazy when I float, they go back in.
So it seems to me like you're some sort of mythical being, akin to a unicorn or a Merlin of some sort of type.
Or a harpy.
A harpy. That is a great way of putting it. Yeah, harpies. I mean, harpies have voices that are very shrill and, piercing.
I have at times felt like I'm not from this planet.
Really?
Absolutely.
I will say your head is shrinking. I mean, even as we've been talking to you.
Is it shrinking again?
Yeah, I mean,
it's the size of the microphone now.
Yeah,
it's
literally
like that movie Juice Beetle.
Yes, yeah. I almost spoke into you because I thought you were a microphone.
Spoke into me. Speak into me.
Actually,
that's
good.
very poetic.
Very
right,
nice.
that's good.
Speak into me.
Like
Speak all of your truth.
Speak into me. Yeah, your truth.
That sounds like a hit.
That is it.
Oh, this is it. I knew that this would happen when I come here, and then I get the inspiration.
Congratulations. Well, I expect to see. Oh, that's French for thank you.
It is. I say a couple of French things every once in a while.
You're welcome. Yeah, just to prove your authenticity.
Yeah.
That you are who you say you are.
That's right.
Well, look, we are running out of time. We just have one last feature to go on the show, and that's a
my.
little something called Plugs.
Oh, my.
Is this the plug music?
What's that?
Is this the plug? This is the lead up to the plugs?
Yes.
This long.
Yeah.
Okay, what is this music? Who is this?
I'll tell you once it fucking stops.
Okay, I mean, this is just a big build-up.
People-
Is this your cousin's band?
People worked hard on that. No, listeners submit songs.
Okay, well,
you know this because you listen every week.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. I forgot about that part.
That was Out of Time Plugs theme. So sorry to be talking over that, but
Sorry,
now
man.
you have a Zach Galifianakis remix.
I'm
so
sorry,
that's-
band. I did not mean.
That's
I was
lost and found.
It sounded good. I was a little confused what was going on. I thought you had just fallen asleep at the wheel and the music came on.
That's something.
and
Fall asleep at the wheel.
Oh yeah. Oh, but there's because I did that one about driving all night, and so I drove all
sequel.
night. Right, the sequel. I fell asleep
At the
wheel. Yeah, I did all we can
I
sing.
never
Probably
That could
got
also
afterwards.
be another theme for the Titanic.
Yeah, that's true.
No kidding, right?
Think they'll do a sequel to that?
I don't know. They do a
Titanic
sequel
2?
to anything.
Like he
as long as Tom
T2.
Cruise is in it.
like he unfreezes like Captain America.
Yes.
And he becomes a super soldier and he starts fighting crime and
Why are
stuff
you
like
taking
that.
your pants off again?
Yes. Unfreezes, yes.
Wait, why is that exciting to you?
I don't know.
All right, well, that was Lost and Found. They've done some songs for us before. Thank you to them. All right, what are we plugging? Zach, you have anything to plug? Obviously, Basket's coming back very soon.
We haven't written it. What do you? I don't know anything.
Do you want anyone to watch anything you've ever done?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, great. Write you off?
Write me off.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice memory.
Former fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's nice to entertain you all these years.
Good luck, good night, and good morrow. Celine Dion plugging a new album, I would imagine.
Yes, that's right. And you can also see me singing under the name Nicole Parker with the Seattle Symphony in October, the first weekend of October. Second weekend, I'm in Vancouver, so I go back up to Canada.
So now that is, you're able to imitate this Nicole Parker person
It's
because
not hard.
a lesser talent?
It's not hard.
And that's with the, what?
A Seattle Symphony Pops. You know, it is
Wow.
short for popular. It is people who don't want to go
Popular
see the classical music, then they just go see the other stuff.
I feel like I listen to unpop music.
Do you?
You know, unpopular music.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. You knew some of my song, and those are popular.
That's true. That's incredible for you to be singing with a symphony orchestra like that, as Nicole Parker, obviously.
Yeah. I mean, it's exciting for someone of her caliber, but that
But
for
not
me, it's
for
just
you,
another
yeah.
night.
Okay,
Where
got
is
it.
the show?
It's in Soroyan Hall is the name of it. It's in Seattle Downtown Symphony. It's in the beautiful hall.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if you want to go see a great show and see a beautiful hall, you know, pull in double duty.
That's really the attraction. That's the pull.
Yeah. And Byron, what do you want to plug?
Well,
here?
another thing that I've made an exception for, entertainment-wise, is a podcast called the Andy Daly Podcast Pilot Project.
Yes,
And
right.
I don't know when this airs.
Wait a
but
second.
Maybe
Wait a second.
in front of the paywall or behind it. What? This month?
Very soon, yeah.
Okay, good. Well, then you can watch that here at I don't know if it's a watching thing or a hearing thing.
I think it might be a hearing thing.
On Earwolf or wherever you get your pod.
So let's see. Yogi Bear.
Yes, I have done that.
38 episodes of Mad TV.
I've watched those.
And this Andy Daly podcast pilot project?
That's about it, yes.
That's all you know?
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. And I will be very soon spending some time off-site with Prince Louis in a tomb underneath the Tower of London.
In a tomb. Okay, I didn't realize that was part of it.
Yes.
Okay. I see. Within some sort of mystic circle, pentagram of
Yes, more of a pentagram than a circle, yes.
Right, a pentagram within a circle, though, and were you to step outside of the circle?
Pentagram within an octagon.
Within an octagon.
Really want to be perfectly precise.
All right, great. All right, well, I have nothing to plug. Let's close up the old plug bag.
Whoa, what a bag. It's time to open it.
It's time to open the bag. It's time to open the bag. It's time to open the
Got anything to say about this one, Zach?
I was going to ask another question about it, but I didn't want to get yelled at. Is this a usual theme song?
This is the theme. Yes, this happens every week.
Okay.
This is the one we recorded at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
It's good, right?
Yep. Very good production value, right? Celine?
Just a few more months on
So
that.
wonderful. I love it.
Yeah, before we have to replace it. Just a few more months to go.
Can I do the next one?
Yes, please.
I come in and do the
lay
next
something
one.
down right now.
Okay, that's right. Okay, now what is the information that has to get out?
Well, okay, usually it's about we're closing the bag, but for some reason for 2 years we've misunderstood and saying opening the bag. So whatever you
That
can
is
do.
confusing.
That's where I was.
Yeah, whatever you can do to help us in that regard, or if you hinder it, that's understandable too. So what do you have?
You open up to me, but close to me. You open up to me. It's true. If you open up, I won't close. I promise you.
Wow, that's beautiful. That's almost symphony worthy in Seattle. That's almost like it deserves to be listened to in a nice building.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Beautiful
A nice hall. Yeah, beautiful hall.
Beautiful hall. Okay, well, I want to thank our guest, Zach. Always good to see you.
Thanks, Scott.
All right. And we also have Celine Dion. So nice to make your acquaintance.
Thank you so much, Scott, for having me. I hope I get to come back.
I hope so. And Byron, I mean, you'll be alive, so please come back.
I believe I will be.
What could kill you?
I don't know yet.
Has anyone tried? I mean,
There is evidently one particular sword.
one particular sort of sword.
Yes,
Oh, a
yes,
sword.
yes.
Is that? It wasn't in a stone ever, or did some lady in a lake hurl a scimitar?
I have no comment.
No
on it.
comment.
I have
Okay.
no
Hey,
comment.
Merlin.
Yes.
Oh!
We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.
Hey, this is Arnie from the comedy podcast Hello from the Magic Tavern, a chat show I host from the magical land of Foon with my co-hosts
Usador, the Blue Wizard.
And Chuck, the shapeshifter.
Most weeks we interview adventurers,
Wedding planners.
Ambulatory trees.
but this week we have a special episode.
I am so excited to learn about the Earth lore contained in Pride and Prejudice.
We're going to do a book club of Pride and Prejudice.
And you said this is a well-loved book on Earth, right?
Yeah, it's one of those books that people love or were forced to read, or more likely it's one of those I'm going to get to it's.
And some of our most beloved guests are returning to read the book with us and enjoy some drinks and food over book club.
We have Flower, we have Crom the Barbarian.
And Germ.
You know who they are.
Maybe you don't give a crap about what an academic thinks about Jane Austen, but don't you want to know what a wizard and a badger think about it?
Not enough spells.
Not enough grubs.
Not enough sword fights.
Whether you love Pride and Prejudice or have no interest in reading it and just want to listen to a book club go really off the rails, you'll enjoy this week's Hello from the Magic Tavern.
We shall defeat this book.